Why hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin, Ironshield, and this is a LOTRO guide. And today we're gonna do a 140 Valor boost. Just like if you might have saw my news about it, that cool thing. So what I've done is I've actually taken my name because Zollin's father was actually like a leader of the Royal Guard when he was training with him, kind of like a captain. So I decided to make him a captain. So I renamed my if you want to watch my other guide video, I show you how to do a rename, and I took that name and I made a new character. So I was going to make a stout axe, but I decided to go with a regular dwarf because it's Zollin's father, and I do like the Baruch Khazad from the regular dwarf's voice, even though the other ones are cool too. I think I enjoy the voice better from the original dwarves, at least, because captains yell a lot. So Baruch Khazad, Khuzad Ivenyo!
Why about to begin your long day of work at the Silver Deep?
What I want to do now,
an old man beckons for you to come near,
is run through this. So I want to level up, right? But I do not believe you can use the level up
to a simple miner such as yourself
when you first make a brand new character. So I'll do a skip for you right now, but first what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to buy it, okay? How to get the item. All right? So I'm going to get it on this character. So I'm going to go ahead and put up this little blocker for a second, turn on the LOTRO store. I'm going to show you this real fast. It is about, so I just would type in Valar, the first thing to find it, all right? For you guys, I talk about it a little bit more, but again, since this is my guide video, I talked about this in my news one, but I gotta just do a disclaimer for you guys real quick. If you are someone who's brand new to the game, I recommend you get one character to max level by enjoying the game before you do something like this. But if you're someone that just doesn't have the time, you only have 2 hours a week to play, with your kinship, and you have kids or whatever, you just don't have the time and a full-time job, I understand doing a level boost even if you don't have a max level yet. I totally get it. This is a temporary thing. This is really cool. So if you find this guide video later and you're like, why can't I see the 140 boost anymore? Unless they add it back in the future, this is only good until the mid of this April, okay? So this will be a video will be out right when it's out. So anyway, first things first, it is about $65 US, about $70 of points. I have a bunch already, but I'm going to need to purchase some more here to be able to do it. So I'm going to purchase a nice little chunk here, a little bit on the end, and I'll do that real quick off screen. Okay, all right, we're back. And by the way, I have the exact amount of points now. Well, not exact. I have a couple extra to spare. But so I'm going to go ahead and buy the 140 boost, all right? So now, granted, I did on my information video, I talked about the differences in the prices for these boosts. If you want to check that out. But we're going to go ahead and this is a guide video. So we're going to purchase it. We're going to open it, see how it works. You are allowed to send the items to other people. So let's go ahead and just purchase it real quick here. Boop. All right, there we go. So it goes into the box with the purchase the person you purchase it on. Mind you, guide video thing, if you are in the LOTRO store on the main screen, it will not show up, you guys, okay? So for one, when I first hover it, so there's 2 things that are really important here for you to know right off the bat. It says, requires novice. Contains, what it means by requires novice, I believe means I have to be out of the tutorial, okay? Now you can kind of skip the tutorial. I'm gonna have to run it real quick on the side here. So I'm gonna run it in the back here while I'm talking to you a little bit.
An old man?
All right, we're gonna walk with him. So basically, using the character will bind a character. It contains everything you need to instantly become level 140. What are those things? Well, we're gonna go through all that right now. We're gonna look at all of them. We're gonna use them all. But basically, it is your virtues. It gives you trait points. It gives you armor. It gives you jewelry. It automatically, of course, you immediately go to max level. This can be quite overwhelming if you've never been to max level or that character. It can be a little bit extreme sometimes, right? So anyway, I will go through here. I have to get out of the instance here, and then I will show you. But I also want to show you another thing in the main screen, which I will show you in a moment too. So see you in a half second. Hey guys, I'm going to insert this right in the middle of the video, but little side note, once the Valor pack is opened, it looks like the level boost and all the item things, the items and stuff were all bound to my character. So I think I might have mentioned a second ago that you can like send the items to another character. I just want to make sure before you leave the video or something here right in the middle, right after I said that just disregard that, because you'll see a little later in the video right now that I actually found out that those are all bound once you open it. But the pack can be sent to other characters. When you buy it, you can send the Valor Boost pack to anyone. But once you open the box and you get all these things to open in other boxes, they're all bound. And you'll see, I hover them all and they're all bound in a minute in the video. So anyway, keep going. Tally-ho. Okay, just as I promised, we're back in the main screen. So now here's what I want to show you real fast before I forget, because this is really, really important. So if you try to get the Valor boost inside the main screen, you open the store from this part, just so you know, when you search Valor, no items will be found. So you can't get it, you can't purchase it in the LOTRO store in the main window here, okay? Like in the character selection window. So you actually have to go on a character to get it. So now my character is now max level, all right? After a quick speed run of less than 30 minutes, just slide through that. You can skip some of the intro, but some of it you can't. Unless I just forgot, we might be able to skip the whole thing. I just didn't realize. But then I almost deleted the character and forgot I had my buff on there. So good thing I didn't. So anyway, I have my thing all cleared out here. Let's go ahead and open it and see what we get. All right. So we'll see how it works. So first things first, that is important for you guys to realize is when you buy the Valor boost on any character, it says bound to account. What does that mean? Bound to account is different than bound to a character. Bound to account means I could put this in my shared storage and any of my other characters could pick it up and open it. Okay, so if you buy it on your main character and then you're like, wait, I don't want it on my main character for 140, I want to use it on someone else. That's okay, just put it in your shared storage in your vault, right? It's not the vault though, it's the shared storage. There's two different ones, right? At the vault keeper. And then any of your characters on that same server and same account can use it. It has to be the same server. It has to be the same account though, of course. So it's purchased from the store. So we'll go ahead and right click it. If you notice, it now doesn't say novice. All right, so that novice was the thing when you finish the intro, that last quest, for example, the dwarves, when you turn in that last quest here to Skogi, it says finish, it gives you your first milestone, and it says novice. That was the novice you had to complete. So basically, that quest has to be turned in. So yes, I popped into the real world after the thing with Zollin, but then I had to also finish the quest to get the novice title into my deeds. So now, of course, if you went into deeds, you'd see that there is novice now in my deeds and my titles and stuff. We don't really need to go and look for that right now, though. Let's go ahead and open it up. So I'm going to go ahead and right-click it, 140. Here we go. So here we go. It's going to open it up. All right, so it's giving us a few things. Your level is too low. It says blah, blah, blah. That's okay. We're fine. So we've acquired a couple different things. You can see them all right here in the chat. It kind of says everything we got. It says we got, so we have our level Valor boost. All right, maximum level 139. You have to have novice. This item will bring you instantly to level 140. So novice just means you have to be out of that intro, right? That's not the real world, that little dimensional intro, okay? That's all that means, so no one gets confused when you're doing it. You're obviously going, I click this, I'm going to level up immediately to 140 from level 7. It's going to look crazy. It's going to look amazing. It's probably going to lag. No, we'll see. And then you got a couple more things here, all right? So unique, right? Starts quest. Now, interestingly enough, this one is bound to Zollin, okay? The level boost, now that I opened it on this character, whichever character you open it on, the level up boost is bound to that character, okay? But the other things are not. It says unique, all right? So this one's bound to Zollin, bound to Zollin. Oh, I mean, they're all bound. Okay, never mind. They're all bound. It even gave us a war steed. Oh, that's pretty cool, all right? So it gave us the war steed. We don't have to do that. So basically, it gets all those big things out of the way. War steed, character, traits, virtues. I know you're saying, well, isn't that the leveling up process? That is a leveling up process. But if you're going to get it, they should give you everything, right? And then you also have Valor items pack bound to Zollin. So whenever you open it on, it binds a lot of these to Zollin, okay? So we have, so the character writing skill, so it basically gives you writing. My character already has writing automatically. So it's bound to account. And I really every character I have a writing automatically from having the writing special thing. So I don't need this. Now, if you might want to put this in your shared storage and give this to your alt, right? This trait writing characteristic might be good for an alt later. If you're a free to play more person with you haven't bought all, I have something for my whole account that they all get writing automatically. So you may want to use that. For me, I don't need that right now. So I'm just going to throw it aside. The War Seed, minimum level 70. I can't use it yet because obviously I have to level up. So let's go ahead and just do the power level up. These all say they need a minimum level of something, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the power level. Now this one, the unique one, this is very interesting. Starts a quest, Valor intro. This quest it says unique. You may be able to give this to your alt. Or possibly. I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of afraid to try it. But what we could do is we could just toss it into the shared storage and see if it'll let us put it in there in a second. But let's go ahead and level up. Ready? The epic moment is here, everyone. Are you ready to see a super level up from 7 to 140? It's exciting. And click. Whoa! So much leveling! Oh my gosh. Whoa, it just teleported us. Whoa. Oh, interesting. It brings you to the new Karn Doom. Return to Karn Doom. Interesting. So it's showing us a bunch of things, all the generic things as you level up, these little helper things. I say do not show again. I leave the little check mark on. So, normally you get 1 or 2 of these every so often when you're leveling, but all right, so I'm gonna go and learn that. So we're level 140 now. If you notice, I have 50,000 health now, but this is 50,000 health with level 3 gear. So let's get our gear out. So it just goes to show you how important gear is. But my vitality did go from being like 5 to 10,000 and might from something to 15,000 just from base stats. So now what we need to do is, well, so much for, is there a shared storage place right here? I wanted to show you, I wanted to check if the shared storage worked, and I don't really want to have to run all the way back. That's okay. What I can do is I can just do a fast travel with my little, I should have the skill back to my house. Here we go. Return to Thorin's Hall. Look at all these skills I have now that I have to organize, because remember, the captain just got a rework. So I'm gonna have to learn. They updated a lot of pictures, they added stuff, they redid things. So I have some fun learning to do. All right, here, I brought us back here real quick. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead. I try to not slow this down too much for you guys. So we have Seeker of Deep Places. All right, level 51 you have to be. And this, you have proven yourself, Doris Dern, you may now explore the ancient halls of Moria. So you just right click and it basically, I think it allows you to go into Moria is what it's saying. Oh my gosh, look at all these things it gave me in general when we leveled up. Look at all these things. All these titles and so many. Oh my gosh. Oh, and look at that. Destiny. Oh, it still gave me Destiny points. You acquired 25,600 Destiny points. I just doubled my Destiny. You get 200 Destiny every time you level up. Those are a cool thing you can use. I think only VIP can use it. They're just an extra fun little side perk thing. Some good things you can do with that, but cool. All right, so now let's go to this next thing. We have combat mount, excuse me. This lets you use a war steed, so I'm gonna right click this, and then here's a war steed. It gives me my war steed I can use, so I'll right click that. Add this mount to your skills panel, yes. Right there we go, now we have a war steed. You can see it, sweet, this is cool. Basically just get to click a bunch of things, right? You guys are just here to see everything, so I'm gonna show you right now, can I put this in shared storage, the virtues? No, unique items cannot be stored in your shared bank. Got it. So unique means it's just to me. That's it. All right, so once you open that, guys, pretty much everything is bound to you right there, okay? So keep that in mind. Oh, the skull key. It gave us the skull key to, that's so funny, to, that's to doing the one instance in, in the Barrow Downs. The Valar item pack. All right, so we'll open that in a second. So enhancement runes, so I'll click that. We'll get some enhancement runes for our legendary weapon. Valar armor 140, Valar armor weapon 140, okay, and we got Valar virtue token coffer. All right, you have to complete the other quest, so I'm gonna go ahead and right click this one, and it's gonna say the scroll bestows you the virtue quest. Completing it will allow you to access your virtue token coffer, which is another one right here, which you can use to improve your virtues. And you need to make sure when you do this, guys, all right, so I'm gonna accept that. You need to make sure you go into your virtues, especially if you're on a new character. All right, so click the little Gandalf, go down to the bottom one here, and make sure that we have some of these clicked to be earning, okay? I'm gonna be, so I'll show you that in a second here, but let's see. What are these other quests? Oh man, look at all these quests it just gave us. It will all expire soon. These are all different quests you can do. Now, I'm not gonna accept all these, but you do have to go back in here and say, accept this, okay? So I accepted that, I clicked this, it brought that up in there. It's because we leveled up. These are all those quests that tell you to go check out locations as you level. It gives you an introduction to help guide you to the game. Since we just hit max level, it just gave us one for everything. So I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Except the only one I would probably want is like the one for the newest area. Let's see, 85, that would be the battles, be war, War of Three Peaks. Oh, well, it kept some of them for later. We'll check. All right, complete this quest. Now you have to click this to get your thing. To access your tokens, and will allow you to advance your virtues to apply. Important, make sure, this is what I just told you, each virtue you wish to advance before using the virtue items. Open the GA panel, select the virtue traits. Okay. All right, good. So now the next thing is, so I can now use this to complete the quest. All right, contains tokens that will allow you to level your virtues. Remember, selecting virtues you wish to level before using your tokens. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and right-click this. All right, there they are. These are the things we get. We get a bunch of these. So now what it's saying is, now that you have these out, make sure you have what you want selected. Now, as a captain, I value might and vitality, right, and persistences and things like that. So I want things that are good with that. So this one, charity gives vitality, physical mitigation, resistance rating. Those are all really good. Tactical, I really probably want justice is pretty good. Loyalty is a huge one. So I'm going to say earn loyalty. So I'm going to left click on loyalty. So I'm earning it. I have a whole video on virtues if you're confused on this too, but I'm just going to do a little basic information. So this one gives you 70,000 XP. This one gives you 20,000. So I'm going to right click. Boom, it put it up to 18 right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just give it a 70,000. Boom, so now it's at 62. I can get up to 85 with this one. So I'll do one more. There we go, I'm at 72. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. You notice my health went up by like 16,000 when I just put that on. So there you go, it's pretty close. Now what happens, you say, if you max it out, it will move your XP into a different one. You just kind of want to have them ready though, and on your bar. So again, for me as a captain, so I can go, I'm going to keep through, I'll do this later. So I'm going to go through and do all that. But again, if I max it out, you'll see it'll go into like charity watch. I believe it'll go into charity. There we go. Did you notice some XP went into charity when it finished? Just a little bit. My blue bar. It'll move it if it has a little excess. But there you go. My loyalty is now max level. For that one, I'll work on other ones later. But look at how much HP I have now because of that. Virtues are very important, you guys. So this virtue is giving me 3,800 health and 12,812 vitality. 30,000 armor and 44 incoming healing rating. So very important to have your virtues up, guys. It makes your characters much more powerful. So now let's look at the other things here. You know about virtues. Letter. All right, what's this letter go to? It's a letter for doing one of the quests. You can do that later. It does come with it. Let's open up the weapons pack, all right? All right, weapon. All right, so you open up the weapons pack and you get a couple things. You get legendary item box, you get your legendary 140, legendary 140. So you get two different legendary 140s. So the item one, all right, cool. Look at all these. Oh, they're so cool. All right, I'm not gonna select it yet. This is where it can get, make sure you're thinking before you do it, okay? So I'm gonna right click that one and oh my gosh, it opened a bunch more stuff for basically leveling up your items, all right? That's what it's a lot of stuff there. So I'll go ahead and do the weapon. So all of these are for going to Rivendell, all right? And I have a whole video on legendaries, but I might make another one for you guys, an updated one. So you go to Rivendell and you can do your whole legendaries. In fact, I will make a separate guide video on that, so you can go watch that separately. So I will wait to do that right now. But we are going to select our legendary. So as a captain and as a dwarf, dwarfs get 5% increased damage from their racial ability on axes. So right here on 2- and 1-handed axes. So I'll probably use a 2-handed axe, but halberds are really, really good too. And we need a captain emblem as well. But let's see. So they're all about the same in damage, I think, at this point. Where is my 2-handed? What does the 2-handed axe look like? I'll just search axe. 2-handed axe. Oh man, that thing looks wicked. It's like got wings. Ooh. The 1-handed axe, that thing's pretty cool too. What does the halberd look like? Captain's halberd. That's fine. I think we're gonna go with the 2-handed axe. We'll just compare real quick here. Alright, so we got up to, okay. They're the same. So I'm gonna select the axe. Whoop. Because I'll get a bonus damage to that later. As a dwarf. All right, so I can put it on, but it is not yet equipped with any of the stuff, I will do another video. I have one already on the channel if you want to check that out when they first redid the legendaries, but I'm going to do another one with this character with legendaries for you guys later on. We'll walk through step by step while I do it to help you guys out and help me out. it'll be a good learning experience. So we'll do that later on. And then the Valar armor pack. So I'm gonna organize these down here. So these ones are for the weapon. So I'm just gonna kind of organize them in like that later. And then this one is item legendary box used to receive a legendary item, select box tracers and enhancement runes. So there is one here that does another item box. Those are 11 levels. So one of these I can choose my other box. But let's go ahead and open this other thing that was here. Legendary item. Oh, get off the searching here. So these are heralds. These are something we'll need for legendary items, so that's for later. I think this is word of power. That's also for legendaries. That we'll keep that for the guide video later for the building our legendary items. Legendary item box. Here we go. Here's where we select our other one. So now I want a captain's emblem. Excuse me. Words are hard right now. So for my character, because that's our special other legendary thing for captains. Captains use some weapon and an emblem, where like guardians have a belt and some weapon, and like hunters have, I forget what they have, and a bow, a legendary bow, that kind of thing. So we're gonna select that, and we're gonna put that on. So I have that for later. Again, I will do the slotting, what makes it strong and its abilities later in another video. And then for the last thing for this video is we want to open the Valar armor pack and items pack. All right, so we don't need these, so I'm gonna hide these. We also got these capes. Cloak of the Nine, which is kind of cool. I think that might have been from the boost pack. I'm not entirely sure though. I wasn't paying attention with that one. All right, there we go. And then we'll do more virtues later on, so I'll leave those like that. And let's go ahead and open the armor pack now. All right, boom. Okay, so actually I'm gonna move the virtues so we're not confused. What we just opened here, we'll keep it a little organized. Let's bring it to the middle so it's a little easier to see for you guys. I wish I could blow this up, I can't really. So now we got gear. So this is basically some endgame gear, pretty much. A beautiful hero's helm, level 140, crazy stats. Look at that, I'm going from 67 armor to 60,000 armor. All right, so let's go ahead and watch my health bar up there in the corner. Boom. 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 All right, there we go. So we're at 440, alrighty, 1,000. That is an old item, so we're gonna just move that over there. These are gonna be sold. Those are my old gear. We'll keep those for later. And then let's do the jewelry. So the necklace. And then we got ring. And then remember, there's a little trick with rings. It will try to just replace the ring you have on, so you need to actually drag and drop in the other ring slot. All right, just a little side thing. Same thing with the bracelets. Unless you don't have another bracelet, I think it might just, yeah. If you don't have one in there, it'll just drop it in. And then the earrings I have are probably not as good because they have a minimum level there for leveling. And obviously we maxed out. They are not as good. So I'm going to replace these earrings. I'm just going to drag and drop to replace them. So there we go, yep. And then a pocket item and my shield. Oh, a shield. Oh, Captain Hero's shield. Okay, so they gave a shield too. Now, granted, I think it gave me another item to be able to use to get a legendary one-hand too in here somewhere. So I should be able to choose a one-handed axe too. I'm not going to need these anymore, so I'm going to sell those. But there we go. Look at that, 818,000 HP, and I will have more once I've done my legendary items and given them stats and things and upgrades too. So, and remember, I'm not doing the virtues either. When I do my other 4 virtues, that'll probably put it up. So I'll be looking close to 1,000,000 HP, which is kind of insane. I'm really kind of almost tempted to just get a Valor boost just to give Zollin some of the gear. But now that I see that when you open it, it's bound to the character. Yeah, and the level boost was bound and a lot of the item things are bound. So I don't know if you can separate it from certain characters. I thought you could do that. I think I might have said at the beginning, if I did, now you saw when we hovered it, it said which was bound and what wasn't bound. So let's just make sure we change that right now in the video so you're not like, later. Yeah, good. Glad you're following along here. And hopefully that helps you out. I'm very cool. This is a really nice shield too it gives. Really good stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty darn cool, and we're looking pretty awesome. Again, I put some cosmetic gear on, but all right, Zollin's father is now full-fledged level 140 captain. So I'll do another video again on setting up the legendaries to help you guys out. But that was basically just taking a look at the 140 Valor boost and all that, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And you guys have a great... Oh, just on the end here, I almost forgot right before. I know I just let you go. But there, you'll get, if you go in your mail, you'll have all these mail that'll give you something for certain stuff and gifts, and some of them will lead you to new quests, and they'll give you maps to go places. And again, remember, you have all these quests. Some of them you can pick up immediately if you want to. Remember, if you want to pick all those quests up, make sure you have enough quest room in your quest slots, you know, like 30 quests or whatever, and then make sure you go through and pick them all up right when they pop up, because they're all like timed. They're like 3 minutes. So right when you click a level up boost, you need to go in the levels and start going click, 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 and accepting all the ones that are timed. And then there's about 6 or 7 there are introductions that aren't timed. So that's up to you. You want to do those. But and the map and the stuff in your mailbox is not timed. You can open it whenever you like. So anyway, have a great day in Middle Earth. Just want to add that on the end here. See ya. Thanks for watching. You also get a bunch of turbine points, like 65. So it's like, get some money back there. See ya. And wonderful day in Middle Earth. I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. And thank you so much for joining me. If you watched the whole video, you're the best. Leave a comment. I watched the whole video, and I'll give you a big thumbs up. And thanks, Skumley, for being a Royal Guard. Subscribe button's there. Next episode for guides is up there, and over there is a LOTRO tale where I do voiceovers and we go through the game. If you ever want to join our kinship on CrickHollow, the server CrickHollow, my live streams, I always have links to the newest, to my Discord. The newest live stream will have a week link, being a week of time, not as in like it's sad, like week. You get the point. All right, moving on. All right, you guys have a great, wonderful day in Middle Earth. I hope it made your day a little better and helped you out. And I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. Baruch Kazad, Kuzad, I met you. See ya.